Hello everyone, it's Nanny Moo Moo and Papa Dunk, and we're here at St Michael and All Angels Church in Thursley. It is a church that has a history going back to Anglo Saxon times, and for most people, when we say Thursley, we probably think of the nature reserve, which is not that far away. But today we're going to have a look at St Michael and All Angels Church. As we walk up the path, you can see that there is quite a large, and I would assume very historical, graveyard. And you can see a sundial, Hora Pars Vitae, which I think is about an hour is life or something like that. My Latin isn't up to anyone's scratch. As you know, I love churches, I love graveyards, I like the history behind it all. But I'm by no means an expert on church architecture. But the church is set in some wonderful grounds. And I believe that these windows here date back to the 11th century. This is a Commonwealth grave cemetery as well, but given the age of the church, I would imagine there are some very interesting gravestones here. I don't know if you can see, but the snowdrops are just coming out. I'm recording early February 2025. It's a little bit windy, forecasting sleet, snow. Lovely bench here for rest and remembrance. And I think that's part of my fascination with churches, that it does give you the opportunity to reflect on whatever you might be reflecting on. A little bit of silence, always welcome in a very busy life that we all lead. Gosh, I must come back here when it's a little warmer. To look more carefully at these gravestones. Is becoming quite chilly now. Sleet and snow are in the air. Oh, this is brilliant. Such wonderful views. And again, some benches where you can take time to sit, reflect, think. And settled quite high up in Thursley. I'm going to make my way to the entrance now. But certainly the graveyard is one to explore further. Just walking now towards the main entrance. And for those of you who are interested in the Green Sand Way, there is a signpost pointing it out. But that was for another day. While it's very peaceful here, you can still hear the hum of the A3. Not something you would have heard in Anglo Saxon times. Door that looks like it has some age to it. Let's go inside. So in front of me is a font which I believe dates back to the Anglo Saxon period, made out of Bathgate stone. And here is a very interesting chest with a date 1622, and you'll see that it has 3 locks. So to open the chest would have needed 3 different keys. And my guess is that those 3 different keys might have been held by 3 different people. The wooden structures certainly look to have some age. And here is a wonderful double-glassed door, created by the glass engraver Tracy Shepherd, and it's to designate the aftermath of the fire in 2006, which devastated Thursley Common. Some of you who are watching this video may remember that fire, and since there have been further fires on the nature reserve, as it can get really, really dry, the left panel, not sure if you can see it really clearly, depicts the fire, while the right panel depicts the resurrection. And the detail is really quite fabulous. It's so peaceful in here. I know a little of the history of this church. There's a lot written about it. And here is the list of rectors, vicars over the centuries. Interestingly, the notice says these bells are hung for swing chiming only and should not be pulled too vigorously. The first bell, recast 1715, second bell early 16th century, and the third bell 1828. So up there somewhere are the bells. The pulpit, I think, is from a Victorian era. Certainly looks like it. But here the chancel sort of, in my mind anyway, has remnants of its Anglo Saxon heritage, and certainly here are the two stone windows which I showed from the outside. Some lovely stained glass windows. So, a lovely visit to St. Mark's. Well worth a visit if you're in the area, perhaps walking along the the Sandway. And I noticed a leaflet inside the church which had information about the graveyard and the various sections. So if you are interested in local history, that might be something for you to pick up, only £1 per copy. And I think as we visit churches, it's really important, whether we're regular attendees to a particular church, that we do help with the upkeep of the church. I can imagine those costs are high and forever increasing. So that's bye for now. Bye for now from St. Mark's and All Angels Church.